Why Corker flipped on the tax bill. The GOP senator says he had nothing to do with a provision that could enrich him personally, as liberal critics allege. Days before his surprise announcement that he would support the GOP tax bill, Sen. Bob Corker had been summoning administration officials and economists to his office to see whether he could ultimately get on board with the plan. One was Douglas Holtz-Eakin, the former Congressional Budget Office director and advisor to GOP presidential campaigns, who painstakingly went through varying analyses of the tax measure as Corker, accompanied by at least a half-dozen aides and stacks of spreadsheets, drilled him with questions. He said, "Look, we're not going to change the outcome. This thing is becoming law, but we have to feel good about our vote, so we have some questions." Holtz-Eakin recalled in an interview Monday, "I didn't walk out saying, 'Oh, he definitely switched.' But when he announced that, I was unsurprised." Yet the mystery over Corker's flip quickly swirled into a political firestorm over suggestions that the senator decided to support the tax measure only after winning a provision that could personally enrich him. Liberal activists and lawmakers declared it the Corker kickback, in a last-ditch bid to derail the bill, or at least further tarnish Republicans' big tax win this week. Corker denied the accusation, as did the chief tax writers in the House and Senate. "I had obviously nothing whatsoever to do with it, and I think that's part of the public record," Corker told reporters at the Capitol on Monday. The final House-Senate tax compromise did nothing to reduce the measure's trillion-plus increase of the federal deficit, which Corker cited as a chief reason for rejecting an earlier version of the bill. Still, the retiring Tennessee Republican, the sole GOP senator to vote against the chamber's version, said he was confident in his decision to reverse course. "On one hand, you had the deficit issue. On the other hand, you had the economic growth issue," Corker said. "I took a long walk on Friday morning and just decided that from the standpoint of, if I were the deciding vote on this, is our country better with this or not better with it? And I feel that we are." Corker, who had also met with Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin to discuss the tax measure, spent considerable time on the phone with local business leaders in his home state and other experts to weigh the pros and cons of the bill, Corker said. Nonetheless, the claim that a provision was snuck in during the final hours of bill drafting, and that Corker had asked for it, spread quickly over the weekend following an International Business Times report that people who hold real estate holdings through a limited liability company will be able to take advantage of a new deduction for pass-through businesses even if they have few employees. Pass-throughs are companies that pay taxes through the individual, not the corporate side of the tax code. The IB Times report noted the Trump family and several congressional Republicans, including Corker, would likely benefit from the language. Corker has accumulated significant wealth through his real estate investments, and he immediately came under fire from the left, which accused him of flipping his vote in favor of the tax bill solely because of the real estate language.